You think the danger ends when the jaws close. It doesn't. The moment a snake swallows its prey, something extraordinary begins. A biological process so extreme, so perfectly engineered by millions of years of evolution, that scientists still struggle to fully explain it. This is not a story about how a snake kills you. This is a story about what happens after. Most people look at a snake and see a predator, a hunter, a thing with fangs and a flicking tongue. But that is only half the picture, because a snake is not just a killing machine. It is one of the most sophisticated digestive organisms on the planet, an animal so adapted to consuming prey whole that its body essentially transforms itself every single time it eats. Let that sink in. A reticulated python, the longest snake alive, can go 6 months without a single meal. Then, in a matter of hours, it swallows something the size of a small deer. And what follows inside that long, coiled body is nothing short of biological warfare against the meal it just consumed. Let's go inside. The moment the prey disappears down the throat, the snake's esophagus begins to move. Not passively, actively. Powerful waves of muscular contraction, called peristalsis, ripple down the length of the snake's body, pulling the prey deeper and deeper. But there is no chewing, no breaking it down into smaller pieces. Whatever goes in whole. Bones, fur, hooves, all of it. How does a body handle that? The first answer is acid. And not just any acid. The stomach of a large constrictor produces hydrochloric acid at concentrations that would blister human skin. Researchers studying Burmese pythons found that gastric pH, the measure of stomach acid strength, can drop below 1 during active digestion. For reference, battery acid sits around 0. The snake's stomach is chemically close to that. It does not digest its prey so much as it dissolves it. But here is where it gets strange. Before the snake even finishes swallowing, its organs have already begun to change. And this is the detail that stops biologists cold. In between meals, a snake's digestive organs essentially shrink. The intestines, the pancreas, the liver, they all reduce in mass to conserve energy. But the moment food enters the body, a signal fires, and those organs begin to grow. Within 24 hours of swallowing prey, a python's small intestine can double in mass. Its stomach lining regenerates almost entirely. Blood flow to the gut increases by tenfold. 10 times. In human terms, this would be like our stomachs rebuilding themselves from scratch every time we sat down for dinner. It is an extraordinary metabolic event. Scientists call this phenomenon postprandial organ remodeling. And nothing else in the vertebrate world does it quite like a snake. Inside the digestive tract, the real work begins. The bones you might expect to cause problems. But a snake's stomach acid, combined with powerful digestive enzymes, begins breaking down calcium phosphate, the mineral that makes bones hard. Over the course of hours, teeth dissolve, skulls soften, cartilage liquefies. In large prey items, the process can take days. A python that has swallowed a whole pig will spend 50 to 60 hours in a state of almost total biological transformation. Its metabolism running at nearly 10 times its resting rate. And during that time, the snake barely moves. It doesn't need to. Every calorie it can produce is being routed, with surgical efficiency, directly into digestion. The snake's heart rate elevates. Its oxygen consumption skyrockets. Its body temperature, normally matching the environment around it, is slightly elevated near the digestive site from the sheer metabolic heat being produced. The snake has become a living furnace. What about the fur? What about the feathers? Here is a fact most people never consider. Fur and feathers are made of keratin, the same protein that makes up your fingernails. Snake digestive systems cannot fully break keratin down, so fur and feathers pass through. They are compacted, matted, and expelled in the feces, along with anything else that refused to dissolve. Horns, claws, sometimes entire insect exoskeletons. The snake takes what it can use. It discards the rest. But what is it taking? Everything. Protein from muscle tissue is broken into amino acids and absorbed through the intestinal wall. Fat is emulsified by bile, produced in a liver that has, remember, already doubled in size since the meal began, and converted into fuel reserves stored beneath the skin and around the organs. Calcium from bones is reclaimed and used for nerve function and muscle contraction. Even the water content of the prey is absorbed through the intestinal lining. A large python digesting a meal of significant size absorbs an enormous caloric payload in a single event. This is why a Burmese python can survive months in the wild between meals. It does not simply digest its food. It extracts everything. Nothing is wasted. The efficiency of the snake's digestive system makes our own look almost careless by comparison. Now consider what this means ecologically. Large constrictors in their native environments play a role that most people never appreciate. As ambush predators, they regulate prey populations, keeping rodents, deer, and other mammals from overwhelming ecosystems. In the Florida Everglades, where Burmese pythons have become an invasive species, the absence of natural predation has allowed them to devastate local mammal populations. Studies have shown declines of over 90% in some native mammal species in areas with high python density. A single organism, reshaping an entire ecosystem, simply by being the perfect digestion machine it was born to be. That is the terrifying truth about snakes. The danger is not the fangs. It is not the squeeze. It is the quiet, extraordinary perfection of what comes after. Millions of years of evolution have built an organism that can fast for half a year, consume a meal larger than itself, rebuild its own organs in real time, dissolve bone in acid, and extract every last usable molecule from whatever it swallows. You think the danger ends when the jaws close. Now you know. It is only just beginning.